Welcome to James Clemens High School Softball on the Play Action Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. North Alabama Gas District has provided safe, reliable, and economical natural gas service to Madison and surrounding areas of Limestone County for over 40 years. However, accidents and leaks do sometimes occur. If you smell odors similar to rotten eggs or notice other possible signs of a gas leak, such as a fire or explosion, a blowing or hissing sound, or blowing dust or bubbling water, leave the area immediately, avoid ignition sources, warn others, and from a safe location, contact us immediately at 256-772-0227. And remember to call 811 before you dig. North Alabama Gas District, we take safety seriously. One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past, with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair.
This is John.
Hello.
Katie.
Hi.
And Ted.
Howdy.
Ted's a welder. Katie's a dental hygienist. And John's an IT technician.
IT, this is John.
They all have two things in common. They're making good money, and they all have 2-year degrees or certificates from Calhoun Community College. We have classes in Decatur, Huntsville, or everywhere online. Choose Calhoun Community College. Your community, your college, your future. Register now.
Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic, Southern, character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special. And that includes local sports. Call 233-8750. Come by our office at 508 South Jefferson Street or look for the link online at athensal.us.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Alabama needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
If you'd like to download a copy of this game or hear it again on demand, go to pasnetwork.net. You can find this game and previous games under the Archives tab. You can also subscribe to the Play Action Sports podcast and listen to it on your favorite platform like iTunes, Amazon, and Spotify, or ask Alexa or Google to open the Play Action Sports podcast, keeping you up to date on Athens and Limestone County sports. Play Action Sports.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another edition of James Clemens Sports right here on PAS Plus. It's another afternoon of softball action here at the Jetsplex as your James Clemens Jets take on the visiting Falcons of Florence in this Region 7 matchup. It's senior night here, over here at the Jetsplex, and we're going to recognize some seniors here in just a moment, and I'll actually go ahead and do that. I'll tell you who those seniors are. McKenna King, Claire Haygood, Sydney Plant, and Caroline Forrest are our seniors, and so this will be a great game for them to come out and show their stuff as senior night and give them some special recognition. Now listen, James Clemens Sports right here on PAS Plus. If you want to know everything that's going on right here at James Clemens and the games we're going to broadcast, we've got, you just go to the PAS Plus mobile app. It's your connection to all of our live streams along with scores, game archives, and a whole lot more. All you got to do is go online to PAS Network for the .net for the download links. Again, Jets softball here, right here on PAS Plus. Kirk Pierce, Tim Lambert, our producer, in the press box and waiting for the senior activities to get underway and waiting. I think we're kind of waiting on the umps, to be honest with you, at this point is trying to get the umps in. But another day of softball action. Now, this coming Saturday, if the weather holds off, we'll be out here again for a doubleheader between James Clemens varsity baseball and the other school. And that'll be a doubleheader right here at the Jetsplex. So come on out here and support the Jets as they try to battle for the winner of the area. And that's huge for James Clemens baseball coach Johnny Johnson and his club as they take on that other school down the road. And I'll go ahead and say that other school's name now, just in case those of you aren't familiar with the vernacular that we use as Bob Jones. I said it real quick so everybody could kind of get that. But yeah, we'll be out here for a doubleheader Saturday as James Clemens takes on that other school. Now, all you got to do, go online to tailgatetalk.net, and one of the things we like to promote is our nominations for the Applebee's Athlete of the Week. You can vote on this week's poll that's already up, and you just go on to basically to tailgatetalk.net, and what we'll do is announce the winner Saturday between 10 and noon at Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC. The winner receives a gift card from Athens Applebee's and a Tailgate Talk t-shirt from that shirt printing place. I believe Tailgate Talk this week is going to be out at Lucy's Branch, and they're going to be broadcasting live, so make sure you go out there and listen to Tom McClung, as he'll be bringing you that broadcast, Tailgate Talk, Applebee's Tailgate Talk over there at Lucy's Branch. Now listen, as this game progresses, you can download a copy of this game or listen to it on demand by going to pasnetwork.net. There's a streaming schedule of upcoming games and our links to our mobile apps too, so we'll start putting some more of those in soon for the upcoming fall, as we'll have James Clemens football action right here on PAS Plus starting in August is when I think our first game is, and our goal is to try to bring you the best coverage of high school sports and especially James Clemens sports in North Alabama. And that's our goal, and we keep trying to do that. And also, as I've already said, remind you of the Wingman podcast taking off this fall. And Tim brought me an already sponsored mug that I got to tell you, man, that is a gorgeous piece. I don't even want to drink coffee out of this. It's that gorgeous. I mean, it's got our logo on it, the Wingman. It's white. I mean, if you haven't gone to the website, check it out. Go do that. Listen to our promos. We kind of overtook Applebee's Tailgate Talk this past Saturday and kind of ran roughshod over Tim and Tom as they were trying to have a professional sports broadcast show, and the Wingman kind of came over and took over, almost like wrestling, the way we kind of came in and just kind of overtook the program. But yeah, it's a fun time, and we hope all of you are able to join us. I see the umps getting out there, and they're ready to go, and we'll be seeing some softball action here momentarily as they're going to have a meeting at the plate between the two coaches, and then we'll be underway. So what we want to do is just take a quick break, come back, first pitch right here. You're listening to Jets Softball on PAS Plus.
This is John.
Hello.
Katie.
Hi.
And Ted.
Howdy.
Ted's a welder. Katie's a dental hygienist. And John's an IT technician.
IT, this is John.
They all have two things in common. They're making good money, and they all have 2-year degrees or certificates from Calhoun Community College. We prepare our students to go straight to work or transfer to a 4-year university. And with more than 100 career options to choose from, Calhoun has a path that's focused on your success.
What's for dinner?
We literally just ate.
So you can support your family.
We're all packed. Let's go.
You can take that trip. Or give your dog the expensive food he loves oh so much. Who's a good boy? Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are. So what are you waiting for? We have classes in Decatur, Huntsville, or everywhere online. Choose Calhoun Community College. Your community, your college, your future. Register now.
Welcome back to James Clemens Softball right here on PAS Plus. And coaches are out there at the plate swapping their lineups and just kind of showing everybody what they've got in store for this game against Florence. Yeah. So Tim helping me with some technical difficulties, Sit up here in the press box at the Jets Plex. I look over here to my right, and I've got people up here keeping up with the score, and they do the player intros and stuff, and I try to get help from them. But, they do a good job of keeping me, sane up here and keeping us safe and understanding what's going on. Also helping me because my eyesight's not as good. I can't really see out there in the outfield like I should, right? I definitely don't need to ump, is what you're saying. Definitely don't need to do that. Yeah, softball action here at the Jets Plex as James Clemens is hosting the Florence Falcons in this Area 7 matchup.
Welcome to James Clemens High School, and thank you for attending today's game between the Florence Falcons and your James Clemens Jets. The starting lineup for Florence: number 32, Charlie Weatherford. Number 1, Sarah Bryant. Number 8, A.G. Malone. Number 28, M.K. Hopkins. Number 10, Ty Hampton. Number 16, Corey Carley. Number 11, Samania Hansen. Number 24, Michaela Brown. Number 19, C.G. Johnson.
Ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet and make some noise for the Jets of James Clemens High School. Number 3, McKenna King. Number 13, Sullivan Klopfenstein. Number 9, Sarah Bacon. Number 19, Sydney Clemens. Number 42, Sadie South. Number 15, Ava Otero. Number 11, Claire Hagan. Number 4, Natalie Crowley. Number 18, Caroline Florence. Number 6, Riley Fisher. Number 7, Victoria Owens. Number 10, Christian Davanzi. Number 27, Anna Grace Becker. Number 31, Jada Yamaguchi. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats and join us for our invocation. Please remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, sing and you see by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave,
Always a beautiful rendition of the national anthem right here to get us going at the Jetsplex as the Jets have taken the field And just looking right now in the circle is going to be Sadie South. She's going to be pitching behind to Sydney Plant, who's behind the plate today to get us going. The rest of the lineup for James Clemens looks like this. Actually, leading off when we come into the bottom of the first, it's going to be King. Klopfenstein's going to bat second. Peyton batting third. Plant is the cleanup batter in fourth. South batting fifth. Otero is going to bat sixth. Seventh spot is going to be Haygood. In the eighth spot's Crawley, and the ninth spot is Forrest. That's your lineup for the James Clemens Jets softball team here in just a moment. His first pitch is about ready to get underway. Looking at the opponent, the Florence Falcons, Weatherford, Bryant, Malone, Hawkins, Hampton, McCarley, Hogan, Brown, and Johnson. That's their batting order right there. So we're about ready for first pitch, and looking forward to it right here on PAS Plus. I'm Kurt Pierce, Tim Lambert, our producer. We're up in the press box at the Jetsplex, and I do need to just kind of correct myself from something I said earlier. I said that the varsity baseball team is going to be playing the other school tomorrow night. That is actually underway now. So I think with the impending weather coming in potentially tomorrow, they wanted to move that a day ahead and get that one out of the way. And then hopefully the doubleheader will take place Saturday afternoon right here at the Jetsplex. Here's the first pitch from Sadie South, and it's going to be fouled off. So first pitch foul, called a strike. So South coming in there with the outside pitch, trying to catch that outside corner that she's known for. Tries to stay on the outside to kind of take that power away from these batters. Again, outside pitch misses, ball one. So 1-1 the count to the batter, Weatherford, the leadoff for Florence. She's going to hit a shot over there to shortstop. It's going to be fielded. Thrown to first, out number one. So you got to love that. Hard ground ball over to short. Throws it over to first. Makes the out. Haygood is playing first base today for the Jets. At shortstop is going to be Klopfenstein. So you know she's a solid shortstop. Played some second last year, playing short this year. Sadie's first pitch to the second batter. Swing and a miss. Strike one. That's going to be a high hit right out towards center field. King's under it. Oh, and it bounces right out of her glove. She's going to field it, throws it into second, and the runner's in safe at second. Off of that hit out there to center field. It's actually going to be charged with an error there, trying to bring that in. So King unable to bring that one into her glove. So first pitch to Malone, the batter. Strike one. She's going to hit it over to Haygood. Haygood's going to field it. Unable to get it in her glove and get the out at first, and that's going to bring a run in. So Florence up 1-0 in the first inning. So now your batter is Hawkins, the cleanup batter. 1 out, 1 on at first. 1-0 your score, Florence. Misses on the outside corner, ball one. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Misses outside, ball two. So 2 balls, no strikes to the cleanup batter, Hawkins. That's going to be fouled out of play for strike one. Mentioned Haygood's playing first base. The rest of the infield looks like this. Crawley is at second. As I mentioned, Klopfenstein is at short, and then Peyton rounds out the infield. There's a hit over there towards, just right out of the glove of Crawley, right past her glove for an infield single. And then the runner's going to take third. She's safe there, and then the batter Hawkins is going to make her way to second base on the throw. So runners at second and third with 1 out, and that brings up the number 5 batter, Hampton. That's a high ball hit out towards left center. King makes the catch. Tag up at third base, scores another run. So King able to make out number 2 on a first pitch swinging by Hampton. But Malone does come in and score after tagging up. So 2-0 your score, Florence. First pitch to McCarley, low, misses, ball 1. Foul ball, going to be a strike, so 1-1 now goes the count. So here's the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. So South, as I mentioned earlier, she likes that outside corner. Gets her to swing at that one, so the count goes to 1-2 with 2 outs. Misses, ball 2. So 2-2, count even, 2 apiece with 2 outs. High ball misses, ball 3. So count goes full with a runner at second base. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Fouls that one off at her knuckles. Count remains 3-2. In the outfield, I've already mentioned Kings playing center field. You got Forrest in left and Otero in right. Foul ball. Check that. It's Forrest in right and Otero in left and King at center. Our PA announcer was correcting me. Thank you. She's right. Foul ball. Quality at bat there by McCarley to take South deep into the count. So 3-2 with 2 outs. Florence early, 2 runs scored already in the top. She's going to swing, hit it out towards left field. Catch is made by Otero for out number 3. So able to keep that one runner at second base, but Florence able to score 2. That's your score. As we get ready for the bottom of the first, your score, Florence 2, James Clemens nothing. You're listening to James Clemens Softball on PAS+.
North Alabama Gas District has provided safe, reliable, and economical natural gas service to Madison and surrounding areas of Limestone County for over 40 years. However, accidents and leaks do sometimes occur. If you smell odors similar to rotten eggs or notice other possible signs of a gas leak, such as a fire or explosion, a blowing or hissing sound, or blowing dust or bubbling water, leave the area immediately, avoid ignition sources, warn others, and from a safe location, contact us immediately at 256-772-0227. And remember to call 811 before you dig. North Alabama Gas District, we take safety seriously. One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past, with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair.
Welcome back to James Clemens Softball on PAS+. Kirk Pierce, Tim Lambert at the Jetsplex for this softball action as James Clemens hosting the Florence Falcons. Florence able to score 2 runs off of 1 hit, 3 errors in that inning. I know that's not something Coach Kimbrough was wanting to do, but got those 3 errors, hopefully get them out of the way, keep them to 2 runs and get going. Due up this inning for James Clemens is going to be King, Klopfenstein, and Payton. So those are going to be your first 3 batters. And if we get past that, hopefully we do. You got Plant coming up at the cleanup spot. Just an update on our PAS Network PAS Plus mobile app, network, scorekeeping, all those great things. In the top of the third inning over at the other school's field, James Clemens up 3-2 in the top of the third inning. So I need to keep them going there and get that first win of this 3-game series out of the way, as the winner of that becomes area champions and gets to host the first round of the playoffs starting next week in 7A. So King is going to be your first batter. She steps up. She's a left-handed batter, looking to face the pitcher Malone for Florence. Here's the first pitch. First pitch, swinging, foul ball. So 0-1 to King. She caught that one off the end of her bat. And ready for the second pitch. As the pitcher gets in the circle, King gets in the batter's box. Here we go. Outside pitch misses, ball 1. So count goes even, 1-1. Had a little bit of rain earlier. Some thunderstorms, kind of quick passing thunderstorms. Field still looks great as they got those prepped and ready for this afternoon's action. Here's the pitch. King kind of squared the bunt but pulled back in time for ball 2. So 2-1 now to King. Now the one thing you don't want to do if you're Florence is put her on base with a walk. King can run. She's also really good at hitting. Swings and misses there though. Maybe I shouldn't have said that right before that pitch. So 2-2 goes the count to King, the leadoff batter in the bottom of the first. Outside pitch misses, count goes full, so 3-2 to King. As Klopfenstein's on deck. Here's the payoff pitch. King's going to pop that one out of play. So count remains full. 2-0 your score. Florence able to score 2 runs in the top of the first to take an early lead. This is James Clemens' first at bat of this ball game. King being the first batter. So here we go. 3-2 pitch. Foul that one away. So already a quality at bat as Malone has thrown 7 pitches so far to King. She's fouled off a few of them. Three-two pitch on the way. King's going to hit it over to shortstop. Shortstop's going to field it on the bounce. King able to outrun that one and get an infield base hit to lead us off. That's exactly what King can do. With her speed, she outruns that throw with a single to first base. So Sullivan Klopfenstein's going to be your batter, the right-handed batter, playing shortstop. Steps in, ready to see her first pitch of the afternoon. Squares to bunt. King takes off running. Throw to second is in time as the shortstop's able to get over there, make the catch, and make the tag on King. So out number 1 is we got aggressive on the base path and got called out. So King caught stealing. Hawkins, the catcher, came up firing. So here's the second pitch to Klopfenstein. Ball outside. High ball misses for another ball. It's 2-1 the count. The pitcher looks at her wristband, gets the pitch call, goes into her windup. Here's the throw. Misses high, ball 3. So now Klopfenstein with that first pitch strike is able to take it 3-1 now with 3 straight balls. So this is the hitter's count right here with 3-1. She can be a little bit cautious here. No need. Ball was high and outside. Walks her. So now runner at first is Klopfenstein with Farrah Payton batting third, getting ready to step into the batter's box with Plant on deck. So 1 out, bottom of the first inning, 2-0 your score, Florence. up 2 runs, scoring those in the top of the first. But here we go. Peyton with the power to tie this up with one swing, and she was trying to. Misses that low ball. Swing and a miss, strike 1. So 0-1 right now for Peyton. Steps back in. Ready to see the second pitch. Inside, misses. Ball. That was really close. She turned just a little bit to get out of the way. So 1-1 now to Peyton. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Peyton's going to let that one go. Ball 2. So 2-1 now to the third baseman, Farrah Payton, who bats third in the lineup. She got a runner at first. It's Klopfenstein. 1 out. Peyton asks for time, receives it. Steps out. Gets ready. Here we go. A little gamesmanship going on as the pitcher's kind of taking her time. Peyton, hey, if you're going to take your time, I'm going to as well. Tried to fast pitcher there. Misses ball 3. So 3-1 now, the count to Peyton. So the ump tells her to hold back. Peyton swings and misses. So you can tell right now the pitcher trying to quick pitch her to Peyton. Like I said, a little gamesmanship going on. Here we go. Peyton back into the batter's box with a 3-2 count. Lets that one go by. Ball 4. As Peyton takes her base. Now we got runners at first and second with the senior, Sydney Plant. Stepping up. An opportunity right here to clear the bases. Again, power in the bat of Plant. One swing could take a 1-run lead. Let's see what she does. High ball misses. You can't throw her anything to hit. She can't hit it, right? So, So ball 1 to Plant. She's going to pop that one high. It's going to stay in the infield as the catcher comes out and unable to make the catch. Infield fly rule, yeah. So they call her out on the infield fly rule. So that's unfortunate. So 2 outs there on the infield fly rule, and that brings up Sydney South with 2 on and 2 out. Or Sadie South, I know, yeah. Get out of here. Oh, right there at the warning tracks, makes the catch for out number 3. Left 2 on, had 3. King got picked off going to second on a steal. So we'll end the first inning 2-0. Your score, Florence on top. You're listening to PAS Plus broadcast of James Clemens Softball. We'll be back.
Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic, Southern, character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special. And that includes local sports. Call 233-8750. Come by our office at 508 South Jefferson Street or look for the link online at athensal.us.
Coming this fall to a podcast platform near you. The Wingmen.
There's someone on the way. Something.
Join us live every week this football season at Walk On Sports Bistro in Madison as Kirk Pierce, Johnny Johnson, and Brad Kimbrough talk James Clemens sports with coaches, players, and other special guests. The Wingmen.
We're winging it, Jerry.
Coming this fall on your favorite platform via the PAS Plus app on your Alexa device by saying Open PAS Plus and online at jcwingmen.net.
Welcome back to James Clemens Softball on PAS Plus. Your score getting ready for the top of the second inning. Florence 2, James Clemens nothing. as we left some runners stranded in the bottom of the first inning. But right now, Malone is going to be the leadoff batter. Or check that. It's actually Hogan. Hogan is going to be the leadoff batter for Florence. South still in the circle for James Clemens. Had a productive first inning. First pitch foul, strike one. She only threw 20 pitches the top of the first inning. So that was her 21st pitch. So 0-1, kind of off the knuckles. Hogan does. She hits it on a line drive to Klopfenstein. It's short, and she makes the catch for out number one. So a soft line drive out right there off the knuckles for Hogan. That brings up the 8th batter in the lineup for Florence, Brown. Beautiful pitch on the outside corner. That had a nice little break to it. So called strike on the outside corner. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Gets her to hit that one back up the middle. Crawley not able to get that one at second. So that'll be a base hit for Florence. That brings up the number 9 batter, Johnson, for Florence, with a runner at first and one out. First pitch. That's a beautiful pitch again on that outside corner, called strike, as it's got a nice break in it. It's definitely her money pitch right there once she gets that one honed in. Tries to do it again. That was a little bit high. Misses, ball one. So 1-1 the count to Johnson, the number 9 batter for Florence. That's going to be a hit right back up the middle. They're going to double her up. Line drive catch, double play as the runner at first took off. But she wasn't ready for South to say, hey, look at what's in my glove, as I toss it over to first base for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down on that double play. Huge for James Clemens as they head into the bottom of the second. You're listening to James Clemens High School Softball on PAS Plus.
Looking for t-shirts with just the message you want? They're as close as your computer or mobile device. Just go to daddyoscustomtees.com and look through the selection of designs for the perfect one. Or say just what you want with your very own designer message. Daddy O's Custom Tees features short and long sleeve t-shirts plus sweatshirts, hoodies, aprons, mugs, and even pet apparel. With Daddy O's Custom Tees, you can have it your way, whether you need 1 or 100. Go to daddyoscustomtees.com. That's DADDYOS CustomTees.com. DaddyOsCustomTees.com. The Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship has been set up to honor the legacy of Bama Zach Green, a huge fan of the Crimson Tide, along with Limestone County sports. The scholarship will go each year to a male and female athlete from Limestone County. Checks should be made out to Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship and can be sent in care of Garth Garris, 13833 Pinnacle Drive, Athens, Alabama, 35613. Donations can also be made in person at First State Bank of the South at 1319 Highway 72 East in Athens. Thank you for showing your support for local athletes by giving to the Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship.
Welcome back to James Clemens Softball here on PAS Plus. We get ready for the bottom of the second inning as Otero is going to lead us off here, getting ready for her first pitch from Malone. First pitch swing and misses, strike one. So 0-1 the count to Otero. Get her to get going right here. That one misses low for ball. Oh, no, they're going to call it a strike at the knees. So 0-2 quickly to Otero, the leadoff batter in the bottom of the second. Got her swinging and missing for out number 1. So now Haygood's going to be your batter. She's one of the seniors here on senior night at the Jetsplex. Playing first base. Ready to get going. Waiting on the first pitch to her. Here it is. Swing and a miss. That was kind of a rising fastball. Just kept on going up, and she swung underneath it. That was low, below the knees, misses ball one. So 1-1 the count to Haygood. Top of the fifth inning. Over at the other school, James Clemens 3, them 2. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Just having a hard time getting their timing down with Malone so far. In the bottom half of the lineup. So 1-2 to Haygood. Here it comes. She's going to pop that one up. Should be an easy play on the infield. Second baseman screens over, makes the catch, out number 2. So that's going to bring up Crawley, the second baseman, for James Clemens, batting in the 8th spot. With 2 outs, bottom of the second, here we go. Down 2 runs. Need to get something going right here with Crawley. Here comes the first pitch to her. She's going to swing, first swing, foul, out of play for strike 1. So 0-1 the count to Crawley. Here's the 0-1 pitch, low and in the dirt. Catcher tried to frame that to no avail, 1-1. Tune in for Play Action Sports Update 3 times each weekday for school, youth, and amateur sports news from the Limestone County area on 1080 AM WKAC. Back to the action, 1-1 the count to Crawley with 2 outs. That was low and in the dirt for ball 2. Goes all the way to the backstop. Forrest is on deck. Crawley can get on here. That was a high ball, misses for ball 3. So now 3-1 the count to Crawley. Here's the hitter's pitch. That one's inside, misses, ball 4, take you base. So now with 2 outs, we have a runner at first for Forrest. The other senior, the 4th senior in the lineup. And she's ready. Here we go. Pitch number 1 to Forrest on the way. Inside, misses, ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes, runner at first, 2 outs for James Clemens. Calls that an inside pitch strike, so count goes even, 1 apiece. That one's low and in the dirt, 2-1. King on deck, playing center field today. Looking to get another shot here. That's going to be a line drive over to first, and she's going to make the catch for out number 3. So we've played 2. Florence on top, 2-0. You're listening to James Clemens Softball on PAS+.
North Alabama Gas District has provided safe, reliable, and economical natural gas service to Madison and surrounding areas of Limestone County for over 40 years. However, accidents and leaks do sometimes occur. If you smell odors similar to rotten eggs or notice other possible signs of a gas leak, such as a fire or explosion, a blowing or hissing sound, or blowing dust or bubbling water, leave the area immediately, avoid ignition sources, warn others, and from a safe location, contact us immediately at 256 866-772-0227. And remember to call 811 before you dig. North Alabama Gas District, we take safety seriously. Join us for Applebee's Tailgate Talk every Saturday morning at 10 on WKAC. We'll talk to coaches and sports figures of local interest and get their thoughts on whatever comes down the pike. We'll also announce our latest Athlete of the Week and give away an Applebee's gift card and a Tailgate Talk t-shirt. Applebee's Tailgate Talk, Saturday mornings at 10 on your PAS Plus app, on your Amazon Echo or Google Home device, online at tailgatetalk.net, and on the air at 1080 WKAC.
Welcome back to James Clemens Softball of PAS Plus. As we head to the top of the third inning, Florence on top 2-0. First pitch on the way to the leadoff batter. Back to the top of the order, Weatherford swings first pitch, fouls it off for strike one. Due up this inning for Florence, you got Weatherford, Bryant, and Malone. So we're back at the top of the order for them. That ball misses outside, ball one. So 1-1 now to the leadoff batter, Weatherford. She's going to swing at an outside pitch. That's going to be out of play for strike two. So 1-2 to Weatherford. South goes into her windup. Gets her to tap that one. Just foul. So count remains 1-2. She caught that one underneath the bat on that swing. Kind of chopped at it. Misses the outside corner. 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Pops it up towards left field. Taro gets underneath it, makes the catch. Out number one. So that kind of, she started off right. She kind of backed up just a little bit and let that thing kind of get its apex, and then saw where it was going to start coming down, and then gets underneath it for the first out. So it brings up Bryant. She's 0 for 1 on the afternoon. She hit a pop fly, but reached on an error. First pitch to her, strike one, outside corner. South does a good job of getting ahead in the count early. They're going to foul that one off as it hits the visitor dugout roof for strike number two. So 0-2 now to Bryant. So here's the 0-2 pitch. Try to get her to chase one way outside. She didn't take it. Ball one. So 1-2 now to Bryant. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one misses low and outside. Ball two. So 2-2. Nobody on. Top of the third. Florence with a 2-run lead. 2-0 right now. Here's the pitch. Gets her to swing at an inside pitch. She fouls that one off. Count remains 2-2. Two-two pitch. Got her to pop it up. As Crawley gets her glove on it, just pops right out as she was trying to catch it over her shoulder. So she's going to read the batter. Bryant's going to reach first on that hit with one out. That brings up Malone, who's also 0 for 1. And reached on an error in the top of the first inning. First pitch to her. She's going to hit a hot shot over to first. Haygood's going to field that hot ball and tag the bag for out number 2. Runner Bryant's going to advance over to second. So now 2 outs and 1 runner on for the cleanup batter for Florence. So a good job there by Haygood to just really field that one and tap the bag to get the out. So here's Hawkins, who singled earlier. She's going to hit one to Haygood. Haygood's going to field the ground ball, tag first for out number 3. So there you go. Able to do that. South continues pitching well in the circle. Holds Florence from getting another run. But they're still up 2-0 right now as we head to the bottom of the third. You're listening to James Clemens Softball, PAS Plus.
One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair.
Here's what's on the Jets' radar. On Friday, varsity softball will take on Deschler and Lawrence County at Florence. Then Saturday, they face Lamar County and Athens. Varsity baseball also has a doubleheader at home against the other school. On Monday, JV and varsity softball host West Morgan. Varsity soccer teams will travel to Westminster on Tuesday, and on Thursday, varsity softball is on the road at Lauderdale County. We'll be back with more coverage from PAS Plus.
Welcome back to James Clemens Softball on PAS Plus as we get ready for the bottom of the third inning. South was able to throw 14 pitches, gave up 1 hit. No runs, no errors in that inning, so that's a really good second and third innings there for James Clemens' defense. But now King, Klopfenstein, and Payton will be your batters to get us going here in the bottom of the third. Malone still in the circle for Florence. First pitch to King, outside, misses. Ball 1. King, a very patient batter, gets back into the batter's box, ready for pitch number 2. Fouls that one off. Count goes 1-1. So Malone gets ready for the 1-1 pitch. Here it comes, low, misses, ball 2. Squares to bunt, called strike as she pulls it back. Still enough to catch the plate. So count is even at 2 apiece. It was low, misses outside, ball 3, so King with a full count. So 3-2, count to the leadoff batter, King. She's going to hit one right over third's head. That ball stays fair. She's going to round first on her way to second for a stand-up double to get us started in the bottom of the third inning. Kind of caught that one off the end of her bat, but gets enough on it to keep it staying fair with a double. And now Klopfenstein comes up. She walked her first at bat. See if she can get King around from second. So Klopfenstein's going to lay down a bunt that's going to roll foul. Almost a beautiful bunt. It looked like it was just going to die, but enough English on it to where it rolled past the wide line and in foul territory. So Klopfenstein with an 0-1 pitch almost on the way shortly. She's going to square to bunt. Didn't pull back in time. So that goes foul for strike 2. Looked like it hit her. I think it caught the bat first. So 2 strikes to Klopfenstein with a runner at second. Here we go. That one catches her on the ankle. Take your base. So now runners at second and third with no outs. Farrah Payton, who walked her first at bat. She also has the power to clear the wall. But really, we just need a base hit here to get King home. Anything extra is a bonus. Here we go. Inside pitch. Catches the corner. Called strike one. Throwing inside to Payton kind of takes away a little bit of her power. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Low and in the dirt as King is going to be caught stealing for the second time as she tried to take third. So 0-2 the count to Payton. Lets that outside pitch go for a ball. So now the count goes to 1-2. Kloffenstein's at second. Payton's going to foul that one back. Count remains 1-2. So we had a double steal on when King got caught at third. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. She's going to let strike three go by. So called strike on that outside corner. 2 outs now with a runner at second. And now Plant, who popped up an infield fly. So the infield fly rule got her in her first at bat. Here's the first pitch to her. Swing and a miss. Strike one. So 0-1 to Plant. Here's the pitch. She's going to foul that one back for the second strike. So 0-2 to Plant. The cleanup batter got a runner at second. Klopfenstein, here's the pitch. She's going to pop that one up out of play. Count remains 0-2. Doing a good job of getting Malone deep into the count with a lot of foul balls. As in 3 innings, she's pitched 55 pitches. Here's pitch number 56. Foul ball. So 0-2 still to Plant with 2 outs and a runner at second. Looking for a pitch to hit. That's not going to be it, as that one's going to get by the catcher. Klopfenstein's going to take third base on a passed ball. So now a runner at third, scoring position for Plant. She's got to get us a base hit here, and we can get a run on the board. So the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike three. So we got 1 hit that inning, unable to score any runs on 20 pitches. When we come back, well, at the top of the 4th inning, Florence leading your James Clemens Jets 2-0. You're listening to James Clemens Softball on PAS+.
Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic, Southern, character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special. And that includes local sports. Call 233-8750. Come by our office at 508 South Jefferson Street or look for the link online at athensal.us.
Now on a platform near you, the only year-round year-round weekly podcast covering the Huntsville Havoc, the Wreakin' Havoc podcast. News, interviews, and more. Dropping every Thursday, we'll just reek of the Huntsville Havoc. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and listen, follow, and subscribe on your favorite platform via the PAS Plus app and online at wreakinhavoc.com.
Welcome back to James Clemens Softball on PAS Plus. We're for the top of the fourth inning. Florence with a 2-0 lead heading into this inning. As we're getting ready for the number 5 batter for Florence, Hampton. South still your pitcher in the circle. Pitching a really good game. 41 pitches in 3 innings. So a nice little bit of pitching there. As I mentioned earlier, she's doing a really good job of getting ahead of the batters early in the count. 2 of those runs came in the top of the 2 runs that came in the top of the first, really a result of some errors. So since then, been able to tighten up that infield. Here's the first pitch. That's a called strike. South keeps me correct. As I said, she getting ahead early in the count. Just misses the outside corner for ball 1. Got her to hit that one, and oh, there you go, Crawley. A couple of them had gotten by her on some hot hits, but she took that line drive and stretched out, making the catch for out number 1. So great job there at second base to get that out. So now McCarley will be your batter. She's 0 for 1. She lined out to left field earlier. First pitch swinging. Is that just enough? Goes foul down the first base line. So 0-1 to the second batter in this inning for Florence. It's going to hit right back to Crawley. She's going to field it cleanly, throws it over to Haygood, out number 2. There you go. Definitely shaking those first inning kind of gremlins, if you will, on the infield. Able to get really tough on defense here with 2 outs. And now Hogan 0 for 1. She lined out to Klopfenstein at her first at bat. See if she'll do it again. Or we can just strike her out. Of course, that first pitch to her was a ball on the outside corner. I'd love another good 3-up, 3-down inning. Here we go. Got her to swing at that one. That one was low and in the dirt. She definitely wishes she could have that pitch back to look at. But South says, no, that one belongs to me. 1-1 the count. Gets her to swing at that one. 1-2. Sadie South pitching a really good game in that circle so far. Here we go. 1-2 pitch. Misses high and outside. That's all right. Count still even, with South ahead in the count at 2-2. Hogan, the batter. Here's the pitch. Pops that one out. Foul. Count remains even at 2 apiece. Two pitch. Got her to swing. There you go. 3 up, 3 down. Great job there by Sadie South pitching that inning. Score 2, Florence. James Clemens, nothing. We're coming back with the bottom of the 4th inning. You're listening to James Clemens Softball on PAS Plus.
This is John.
Hello.
Katie.
Hi.
And Ted.
Howdy.
Ted's a welder. Katie's a dental hygienist. And John's an IT technician.
IT, this is John.
They all have 2 things in common. They're making good money, and they all have 2-year degrees or certificates from Calhoun Community College. We have classes in Decatur, Huntsville, or everywhere online. Choose Calhoun Community College. Your community, your college, your future. Register now.
Welcome back to James Clemens Softball right here on PAS Plus. we're going to have a new pitcher in the circle for Florence. That's going to be the shortstop. Hampton's going to come over and pitch now as Malone's day is done. She's got a 2-0 lead. So Hampton's coming in relief this inning. Due up this inning for James Clemens. You've got South, Otero, and Haygood. Hopefully we can go a little deeper and bring Crawley and Forrest up. So South, 0 for 1. She hit one all the way to the warning track in center field with runners on. Just needed a little bit more juice to get that over that green or yellow line of the fence. So here comes the first pitch. That misses inside, ball 1. It took me a minute because I was waiting to see if he was going to put his hand up, call it a strike. The ump is a little slow with his calls. We've all gotten into a little rhythm. Let's see if we can keep going. He's going to foul that one off, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Sadie South. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Oh, that's a hot shot off the end of the bat. Down the first base line. That was a good idea. Just went foul. Takes the count to 1-2. Your score over at the other field at that other school is tied 3-3 in the bottom of the 6th. Got her swinging on that changeup for strike 3. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Yeah, James Clemens varsity baseball team tied up with Bob Jones over at their field in the bottom of the 6th inning. 3 apiece. Back to action on the field. Otero steps up, 0 for 1. First pitch to her, swing and a miss. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Inside, changeup, misses. Ball 1. 1-1. So 1-1 the count to Otero. She's going to foul that one off. Count goes to 1-2. So 1-2 the count to Otero with 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 4th. Here we go. That one misses inside. Ball 2. Tim went down the concession stand and comes back with nothing. Tim, I'm disappointed, man. They're making more burgers, though. I tell you, just come to a ballpark, you got to get a burger or a hot dog. So that 2-2 pitch misses for a ball. So now Otero goes full. They do a really good job of cooking those burgers here. I smell them, and then I can't help it. Doesn't matter what diet I'm on. I've got to have a burger. So the full count pitch to Otero, swing and a miss for another strikeout. So 2 outs now in the bottom of the 4th. It's Claire Haygood, the senior, gets ready to step into the batter's box. She popped out to second base. Her first at bat. Here's the pitch. Change up. Got her guessing right there. As the pitcher, Hampton, kind of pulled the string back on that one a little bit. And slowed it up. Very deceptive pitch. Haygood's going to foul that one off, taking the count to 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Inside. Struck her out. Called strike right there at the knees. So 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts in a row there by Hampton. No runs, no hits, no errors on 13 pitches. We're headed to the top of the 5th. You're listening to James Clemens Softball on PAS+.
Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic, Southern, character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special. And that includes local sports. Call 233-8750. Come by our office at 508 South Jefferson Street or look for the link online at athensal.us.
If you'd like to download a copy of this game or hear it again on demand, go to pasnetwork.net. You can find this game and previous games under the Archives tab. You can also subscribe to the Play Action Sports podcast and listen to it on your favorite platform like iTunes, Amazon, and Spotify, or ask Alexa or Google to open the Play Action Sports podcast, keeping you up to date on Athens and Limestone County sports. Play Action Sports.
Welcome back to PAS Plus broadcast of James Clemens softball. Kirk Pierce, Tim Lambert up here in the press box at the Jetsplex as we're ready for the top of the fifth inning. Florence with a 2-0 lead over your James Clemens Jets. Score right now over at Bob Jones, 4-3. So we're in the bottom of the sixth inning. So James Clemens with an opportunity for one more bat, hold them to one run here, and then get in there and get the lead. Back to the field here at the Jetsplex. First pitch from Sadie South to Brown. Misses, ball one. Brown 1 for 1 on the afternoon. Trying to go outside again, get her to chase it. She doesn't, ball 2. So 2-0 now as South's thrown 54 pitches heading into the fifth inning. Swing and a miss. Nice change up there by South. She was expecting fastball. Sadie pulled that string and said, nope. 2-1. It missed that outside corner, and it does, yeah. So 3-1 now. So here's the 3-1 pitch to Brown. She's going to pop that one up towards Haygood. She's going to come up and make the catch. So a nice little out there by Haygood playing first base. Now the number 9 batter in the order, Johnson. She lined into a double play her last at bat. Hit it right back to Sadie South, and she threw her out, or threw the runner, trying to go from first to second to double them up to end the top of the second inning. So first pitch swinging, foul to Johnson. South asks for a new ball and gets it. Now we're ready. Ready for the 0-1 pitch. Hot shot over to Haygood, but she fields it like she's been doing it all her life for out number 2. So another hard hit ball over there to first base. And Haygood just having a really good day today, covering that on senior day. So 2 outs, back to the top of the order for Florence to Weatherford. She's going to hit a pop-up right over shortstop Kloffenstein's head. Keene's going to come up and field it, throw it in. So that's going to be a single with 2 outs for Florence. That's going to bring up Bryant, who's 1 for 2. She singled her last at bat. She's going to pop that one up. Peyton's going to call it, makes the catch, out number 3. So that's going to end the top of the fifth. They're going to leave a runner stranded at first base. Your score still, Florence 2, James Clemens nothing. We'll have the bottom of the fifth inning coming up. You're listening to JC Softball here on PAS Plus.
North Alabama Gas District has provided safe, reliable, and economical natural gas service to Madison and surrounding areas of Limestone County for over 40 years. However, accidents and leaks do sometimes occur. If you smell odors similar to rotten eggs or notice other possible signs of a gas leak, such as a fire or explosion, a blowing or hissing sound, or blowing dust or bubbling water. Leave the area immediately, avoid ignition sources, warn others, and from a safe location, contact us immediately at 256-772-0227. And remember to call 811 before you dig. North Alabama Gas District, we take safety seriously. One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair.
Welcome back to James Clemens Softball on PAS Plus. We're at the bottom of the 5th inning. Crawley is your batter. She got a 1-1 count against her right now for pitch number 3. She's going to foul that one off. Count goes to 1-2. Updating you on the PAS Plus scoreboard. The other schools, 6. James Clemens 3 heading into the top of the 7th inning. I'll let you know what that final score ends up being. Crawley fouls that one off. Count remains 1-2. One-two pitch on the way. Change up off the pitcher's glove. She's going to field it, knock it down, throw it over first for out number 1. So a real hot shot, surprise. Popped out of her glove, but she is quick enough to pick it up and throw it over to first. So now Forrest, your batter, with 1 out, the bottom of the 5th. It's a nice little breaking ball there, called strike. So I had a lot of little English on it. That had some movement coming out of that hand. Tries to do it again, but that one gets away from her, rolls in the dirt, ball 1. So 1-2 to Forrest. Foul ball. Count goes to 1-2. One and two the count. 1 out. Nobody on. Bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Low in the dirt. Count goes even, 2 apiece. Worried we weren't going to be able to get this game in today, as there were some thunderstorms that rolled in. But again, the field looks great. The rain's held off. Ball 3 thrown in the dirt. So count is full now to Forrest with 1 out. So here it is, 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Ground number 2. So back to the top of the order with King. She's 2 for 2 on the afternoon. She's had a single and a double. She's been caught stealing twice. So let's see what she can do. Her 3rd at bat of the afternoon. She's going to foul that one off. As that went off the end of the bat and towards the James Clemens dugout. Klopfenstein on deck. Slow roller over there to third base. Third's going to field it and throw it over to first. King's going to get away from through the pit. The throw to first was way off base. And the first base ump says she was safe. The plate ump says the first baseman tagged her. So we'll see as Coach Kimbrough comes over to have a discussion with the plate ump. I don't think he's going to win that argument, though. So that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. As everybody's kind of shaking their head. I know I'm a little biased. I tend to lean Jets side on that one. But that's going to be the third out of the – well, Coach Kimbrough wants to appeal to the field ump. So just kind of having a conversation. So he's saying field ump says, hey, home ump, you got the call. You say he's out or she's out. She is out. So that'll do it for the fifth inning. Your score, Florence 2, James Clemens nothing. You're listening to James Clemens Softball on PAS+.
This is John. Hello. Katie.
Hi.
And Ted.
Howdy.
Ted's a welder. Katie's a dental hygienist. And John's an IT technician.
IT, this is John.
They all have two things in common. They're making good money, and they all have 2-year degrees or certificates from Calhoun Community College. We have classes in Decatur, Huntsville, or everywhere online. Choose Calhoun Community College. Your community, your college, your future. Register now.
Coming this fall to a podcast platform near you. The Wingmen.
There's someone on the way. Something.
Join us live every week this football season at Walk On Sports Bistro in Madison as Kirk Pierce, Johnny Johnson, and Brad Kimbrough talk James Clemens sports with coaches, players, and other special guests. The Wingmen.
We're winging it, Jerry.
Coming this fall on your favorite platform via the PAS Plus app on your Alexa device by saying Open PAS Plus and online at jcwingmen.net.
Welcome back to James Clemens Softball on PAS+. Heading into the top of the sixth inning. South still in the circle for James Clemens. First pitch ball to Malone. So 1-0. Count to the leadoff batter in this inning for Florence. Florence up 2-0 in the sixth inning. So here we go. Pop up towards center field. King gets underneath it. Bounces off the wall. Throws it into second. So a leadoff double by Malone for Florence. So I just stayed up in the air, and King knew that she was gonna have to play it off the fence, and she does. Fields it off on the bounce, gets it into second base, but still a stand-up double to lead off for Florence. So ball one to the cleanup batter, Hawkins. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Outside, misses. Hawkins 1 for 2 on the day. Two and 0. Low and in the dirt. Count goes to 3-0. That's a called strike on that 3-0 pitch. So count now 3-1 to Hawkins. No out, runner at second. That one misses, ball 4. So that puts runners at first and second for Florence with Hampton, the batter. She's going to foul off the first pitch to her for a strike. Updating your score on the PAS Plus scoreboard. The other school 6. James Clemens able to get a run in. 4 with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. They do have runners at first and second. So 0-1 to Hampton, the batter for Florence. South, the pitcher. Here's her pitch. Called that one a strike on the outside corner. So 0-2 now. 0-2 pitch. Just misses that outside corner for ball 1. Just a little bit on the outside. Still missing that corner again. Count goes even at 2 apiece, but South still ahead in the count. That's a pitcher's count, so here we go. 2-2. That one's high and outside, ball 3. So the count now goes to full. Three-two pitch. She's going to hit just a hard shot out to right field. One run's going to score. Runner now is going to go from first to third, and now you've got runners on the corners on an RBI single there by Hampton. So now McCarley 0 for 2, nobody out. Florence now with a 3-0 lead, the top of the 6th. High ball misses. Ball 1. Hampton's going to move over to second base. Hot shot over to Klopfenstein. She's going to wisely throw it to first for the first out, but a run is going to score. Runner at second decides to stay there. But we got one out. Now the lead goes to 4-0. So first pitch to Hogan, your next batter, misses ball 1. Final over at the other school, them 6, James Clemens 4. So we'll play 2 on Saturday here at the Jetsplex. So Bob Jones takes a 1-0 lead in that 3-game series. Check swing, still called strike on that outside corner. 1-2 to Hogan. She's going to hit it off the knuckles to Klopfenstein and have a hard time fielding it. Throws it over to Peyton. Peyton makes the tag on the runner trying to go from second to third. So fielder's choice there, but Klopfenstein, once she saw that the runner was going by her, she knew she had enough time to get her at third, and she does. So 2 outs, 1 on, first to Brown. First pitch, ball. Second pitch, 2-0. So 2-0 count to Brown. Misses outside, ball 3. So 3-0. Florence able to score 2 runs so far in this inning. Changeup, called strike. So it drops in the zone. Beautiful pitch. So 3-1 now the count with 2 outs and a runner at first. Line shot out towards left center. That's going to bounce off the fence. It's going to put a runner rounding third. She's going to try to go home. The tag is there. Saves a run, out number 3. So King able to field it off the fence and throw it in to Plant. And Plant makes the tag at home. But still, Florence able to score 2 more runs this inning to take a 4-0 lead heading into the bottom of the 6th. You're listening to Jets Softball on PAS+.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the AHSAA, are the 138,000 high school sports students in Alabama. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, soccer, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, administrators, and officials. We stand for the swimmers, football players, and wrestlers. We stand for the golfers, softball, and volleyball players. We stand as the national leader and advocate for high school athletics and all who participate in them and make them possible. because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Welcome back to James Clemens Softball on PAS Plus. Sullivan Kloppenstein is going to be your batter to lead us off in the bottom of the 6th inning. James Clemens down 4 runs, 4-0. And she takes a look at ball 1. So this is with the top of the order really coming up. We really got to put something in play here. Get some runs on the board. Here's the pitch. That one misses outside, ball 2. So here's the 2-0 pitch. Kloppenstein, here it is. Yeah, that one's at the knees for a called strike. So now 2-1. You could tell that Hampton is the starting pitcher for Florence, even though she's come in relief of Malone. Malone started, pitched 3 innings, but Hampton has just been solid in that circle for Florence since she came in. And she's just got a little bit more zip on that ball, a little pop, if you will, and some good movement on her changeup and her curveball. Kloppenstein able to put that one into play over to the shortstop. Shortstop fields it, comes up throwing, gets the out. So good bit of fielding there by the infield for Florence as Weatherford playing short gets the out over to first base, which is Brown. Now Farrah Payton is going to bat. 0 for 1. They're going to try to jam her. First pitch, though, was a little bit high and outside, so every time she's come up to bat, they've tried to jam her. I guess keeping her guessing on that first pitch. Here's the next one. Swing and a miss. So you could kind of hear the glove popping in the catcher. Those pitches from Hampton. She's got a little juice in the softball here. 1-1 the count to Payton. Payton, a little bit late. That one goes foul. So 1-2, nobody on, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. So Florence pitcher ahead in the count, 1-2 to Payton. As Payton gets ready, back in the batter's box, here's the pitch. That one's high, misses. So count goes even to apiece. Two-two pitch. She's going to hit that one off the end of the bat, but it's going to roll out past the first baseman into right field for a single. So that's just what we need to get this going on a hard ground ball hit by Farrah Payton. And that brings up Sydney Plant, one of the 4 seniors here on senior night at the Jetsplex. See if she can do something to get Payton around. That was a little low. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Again, low. 2-0. Hey, the Jets All-In campaign has been set up to help various athletic programs at James Clemens. For more information on donating, all you got to do is go online to jcathletics.net if you want to be a part of the Jets All-In campaign. Third pitch to Plant, called strike. So now the count goes to 2-1. I'm so proud of Tim. He comes back not with 1, but 2 of those delicious cheeseburgers. So next pitch to Plant, called strike, so count goes even, 2 apiece. Payton at first, 1 out. Plant going to put a bat on it. It's going to slow roll it over to third. Third's going to field it. That's going to move Payton over to second. So Plant out at first on the throw. So So now Sadie South, your batter. I think, Tim, what we ought to do is, like I've told you before, we need to get a sponsor for concession stand, and we start judging these concession stands we go to. Of course, we really only do home games here, so they would get an A++. South swinging on the first pitch. That one goes foul. Out of play. I tell you, they make some of the best burgers here, because as soon as I pull up and I smell them, my mouth waters, man. Can't do keto when you come to the Jetsplex. So that pitch misses for ball one, because you're going to eat a couple of cheeseburgers and then popcorn, and then I got to have peanut M&Ms. But that's right. But I get a Diet Mountain Dew to counter it all. Mountain Dew not a sponsor. Maybe we should. South swinging. That one goes into foul territory. First baseman unable to bring that one in. The count goes to 1-2. So James Clemens trying to get something going, down 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th to Florence. South thought about it, wisely held off. Pitch was a little bit high and outside, so 2-2 now to Sadie. She swung at a low ball there. Misses it for out number 3. So 1 hit, no runs, no errors for James Clemens. Well, at the bat, and left one stranded. Heading into the top of the 7th, your score, Florence 4, your Jets nothing. You're listening to James Clemens High School softball on PAS+.
The Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship has been set up to honor the legacy of Bama Zach Green, a huge fan of the Crimson Tide, along with Limestone County sports. The scholarship will go each year to a male and female athlete from Limestone County. Checks should be made out to Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship and can be sent in care of Garth Garris, 13833 Pinnacle Drive, Athens, Alabama, 35613. Donations can also be made in person at First State Bank of the South at 1319 Highway 72 East in Athens. Thank you for showing your support for local athletes by giving to the Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship. PASnetwork.net. It's now your gateway to the Play Action Sports Network. Whether it's play action sports coverage of school, youth, and amateur sports from Athens and Limestone County, or Calhoun basketball, James Clemens sports, and Applebee's tailgate talk via PAS+. PASnetwork.net. Follow the links to download apps to hear live streams and podcasts, enable Alexa skills, or listen live on your computer. Covering Athens and Limestone County area sports, PASnetwork.net.
Welcome back to James Clemens softball on PAS+. As South still in the circle for James Clemens. First pitch to the number 9 batter Johnson. Foul ball. So South continues to get ahead in the count on the first pitch. Got to hold them to 4 runs because that's within reach for us in the bottom of the 7th inning if we need to. Swing and a miss there. So 0-2 to the batter Johnson. So looking at, I'll tell you this after this pitch. That was low and in the dirt, ball 1. We were looking at the 7-8 rankings in baseball, and we noticed that the other schools ranked number 1, and then our school, James Clemens, ranked number 7 in the state, or check that, number 9 in the state. So that's a good top 10 matchup over there. It's going to make its way over here Saturday. So now the count goes to 2-2 to Johnson. So if you want to see some good baseball action, make your way over to the Jetsplex this Saturday. So a slow roller over to Crawley at second. Can't field it. So the runner makes it to first base, the leadoff runner. So Crawley unable to bring that one in. So now back to the top of the order with Weatherford, who's 1 for 3. She singled to center her last at bat. First pitch to her, misses, ball 1. Swing and a miss on a changeup. I saw that up here. So second pitch bounces off of Peyton's glove at third for an infield single. So now we got runners at first and second. With Bryant, the number 2 batter, who's also 1 for 3. Sadie, a sophomore. Sadie South, a sophomore pitcher, just gets better every time she gets in that circle. Pop up. King calls it in center field. She makes the catch for out number 1. Everybody stays put, so runners at first and second with 1 out. So now Malone, 1 for 3, who started in the circle and since then has moved to center field, is the batter. We got Tom, as we're going to have a coach's visit to the circle, as Sadie South has pitched 94 pitches in this. Not in the 7th inning. She hadn't pitched 94 pitches in the 7th inning, but the total game. But I think that's going to probably do it for her, as she has pitched a really good game here for James Clemens. So while we've got a break as we get the new pitcher in there, I'll get that for you here in just a little bit. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have that name for you. You're listening to James Clemens Softball on PAS+.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Alabama.
This message presented by the AHSAA and the Alabama High School Athletic Directors and Coaches Association.
Join us for Applebee's Tailgate Talk every Saturday morning at 10 on WKAC. We'll talk to coaches and sports figures of local interest and get their thoughts on whatever comes down the pike. We'll also announce our latest Athlete of the Week and give away an Applebee's gift card and a Tailgate Talk t-shirt. Applebee's Tailgate Talk, Saturday mornings at 10 on your PAS Plus app, on your Amazon Echo or Google Home device, online at tailgatetalk.net, and on the air at 1080 WKAC.
Welcome back to James Clemens Softball. As we got a relief pitcher coming in for Sadie South, who has pitched a really good game. Still down 4 runs to nothing. We got Christiane Delancey. It's going to be the new pitcher. Sophomore for James Clemens, coming in to face Malone. With 1 out and 2 on in relief. Here we go. First pitch misses inside, ball 1. Got the number 4 batter on deck for Florence. So here's the 1-0 pitch. That one's popped up foul behind the plate. That was a beautiful pitch there coming in. It's definitely going to be a strike. She got underneath it, popped it back. So count goes to 1-1. Four to nothing your score. Florence on top. They're trying to put some more runs on the board, but we got to hold them here. That pitch just missed outside, ball 2. Two-one pitch on the way. Misses that outside corner, ball 3. So 3-1 now to the batter Malone for Florence. Here's the 3-1 pitch. And that's going to hit the batter put her on base. Base is loaded now for Hawkins, the cleanup. So 1 out, base is loaded for Florence. Hawkins 1 for 2 on the day. Walked her last at bat. Got the first hit of the game for Florence in the top of the first. First pitch to her, misses outside, ball 1. Any bag will do. Turn 2. That's going to be hit right over to Haygood. It takes off the force, but we get the out at first for 2 outs, but another run's going to score. Runners are going to advance 2 to second and third. So we did get the out. Haygood did. So now your score 5-0 Florence on top of the Jets. There's a strike right there by Delancey. Good pitch. Hampton 1 for 3. Delancey goes into the windup. That one gets away from Plant. It's going to score another run. The runner's going to advance from second to third. So now your score 6-0. So a runner at third, 1 ball, 1 strike to Hampton. Two outs, 6-0. Delancey's ready now. Here we go. Here's the pitch. It's going to be hit high and deep. It's going to bounce off the wall. 1 run's going to score. Hampton rounding third on her way to second on her way to third. Peyton's going to field it. She's going to slide safely into third for a RBI triple. With 2 outs, now the score 7-0 Florence. That brings up McCarley. McCarley 0 for 3. She lined out to left field, grounded out to second, and grounded out to shortstop. Those are her at-bats. Delancey getting ready to throw the first pitch to her. Here it is. That one's going to drop right in that zone. Beautiful pitch, strike 1. So quickly ahead in the count. It's Delancey. Here's her wind up. Throws it, misses outside, ball 1. So 1-1. Got her to swing on that one, swing and a miss. Strike 2, now 1-2 for Delancey. 2 outs, runner at third. Head in the count, here we go. Hits it over to Peyton at third. Peyton throws it to Haygood. Oh, right off the end of Haygood's glove. So another run's going to score. 8-0 Florence. So hit over there to Crawley. Crawley makes the out on the first pitch swinging to end the inning. And now before Florence can score 4 more runs to take the score 8-0 heading into the bottom of the 7th. You're listening to James Clemens Softball on PAS Plus.
Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic, Southern, character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special. And that includes local sports. Call 233-8750. Come by our office at 508 South Jefferson Street or look for the link online at athensal.us.
This is John.
Hello.
Katie.
Hi.
And Ted.
Howdy.
Ted's a welder. Katie's a dental hygienist. And John's an IT technician.
IT, this is John.
They all have two things in common. They're making good money, and they all have 2-year degrees or certificates from Calhoun Community College. We have classes in Decatur, Huntsville, or everywhere online. Choose Calhoun Community College. Your community, your college, your future. Register now.
Ball here on PAS Plus, as Florence, top of the 7th, was able to score 4 runs off of 2 hits and 2 errors. But now we've got Otero, Haygood, and Crawley. No, check that. We got new batters coming in. So we got a new batter. I don't have that one yet. So that's going to be number 27.
A.G. Becker.
A.G. Becker. That's our new batter. I don't have her in my, so hey, that's okay though. A.G. Becker able to come in for Otero. First pitch to her misses, ball 1. So Becker swinging, fouls that one off for strike 1. So count is now 1-1. So 1-1 pitch on the way. That one misses low, ball 2. So 2-1. She's going to foul that one off. Count goes to 2-2, or 2-2 now. Two pitch. Low, misses inside, ball 3. So full count now to Becker. Quick bat here. Foul ball. So nice little quality at bat for Becker in her first at bat of the game. So Becker, freshman, called up from the JV squad. Getting an opportunity here in a varsity game. Swings and misses for round number 1. But a good at bat there to foul off several of those pitches. So now Fisher is going to be your batter. She's going to swing, miss, strike 1. So Coach Kimbrough giving some others an opportunity to get a bat in this varsity matchup. She's going to hit that one off the end of the bat over to first base. First baseman going to field it, tap the bag for out number 2. So now Crawley will be the batter with 2 outs and nobody on, the bottom of the 7th. First pitch swinging, foul ball. Line drive right over the shortstop's head. Crawley with her first hit of the afternoon, rounds first. On her way to second, makes it in there, stand-up double. 2-out rally. I love it. Let's call it right now. Beautiful hit there by Crawley. You get a stand-up double. So now Christiane Delancey is going to come into bat. So she takes a look at the first strike. Base hit, scores a run. Here we go. Swing and a miss. So 0-2 quickly to Delancey with 2 outs and a runner at second. Bottom of the 7th. Low in the dirt, ball 1. King on deck for James Clemens. Delancey can get on the bag. Here we go. 1-2. 1-2. Low in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. So count goes to 2-2. Crawley's going to make her way over to third base. So count is even at 2 apiece with 2 outs. Now a runner at third base. Wind picking up just a little bit. That one's inside. Misses. Full count. Payoff pitch on the way. Misses. Inside. Ball 4. Take your base. So now runners on the corners with King, your batter, 2 outs. So you can kind of hear that wind pick up just a little bit, blowing from west to east, if you will, here in the ballpark. King, first pitch swinging over to short. Short comes up fielding, throws it to first. Out number 3, and that'll do it. Your final score, Florence 8, James Clemens nothing. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have some stats for you. You're listening to James Clemens Softball on PAS+.
North Alabama Gas District has provided safe, reliable, and economical natural gas service to Madison and surrounding areas of Limestone County for over 40 years. However, accidents and leaks do sometimes occur. If you smell odors similar to rotten eggs or notice other possible signs of a gas leak, such as a fire or explosion, a blowing or hissing sound, or blowing dust or bubbling water, leave the area immediately, avoid ignition sources, warn others, and from a safe location, contact us immediately at 256-772-0227. And remember to call 811 before you dig. North Alabama Gas District, we take safety seriously. One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past, with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. Looking for t-shirts with just the message you want? They're as close as your computer or mobile device. Just go to daddyoscustomtees.com and look through the selection of designs for the perfect one. Or say just what you want with your very own designer message. Daddy O's Custom Tees features short and long sleeve t-shirts plus sweatshirts, hoodies, aprons, mugs, and even pet apparel. With Daddy O's Custom Tees, you can have it your way, whether you need 1 or 100. Go to daddyoscustomtees.com. That's DADDYOS Custom TEES.com. daddyoscustomtees.com. The Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship has been set up to honor the legacy of Bama Zach Green, a huge fan of the Crimson Tide along with Limestone County sports. The scholarship will go each year to a male and female athlete from Limestone County. Checks should be made out to Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship and can be sent in care of Garth Garris, 13833 Pinnacle Drive, Athens, Alabama 35613. Donations can also be made in person at First State Bank of the South at 1319 Highway 72 East in Athens. Thank you for showing your support for local athletes by giving to the Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship. Now on a platform near you, the only year-round weekly podcast covering the Huntsville Havoc, the Wreakin' Havoc Podcast. News, interviews, and more. Dropping every Thursday, we'll just reek of the Huntsville Havoc. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and listen, follow, and subscribe on your favorite platform via the PAS Plus app and online at wreakinhavoc.com.
Welcome back to James Clemens Softball here on PAS Plus. Your final score, Florence 8, James Clemens nothing on senior night. James Clemens unable to get the win here for the seniors. They had a little bit of trouble keeping up with the Florence team, as you know, when that 8-0 loss, Florence kind of jumped on them early in the top of the first inning after James Clemens kind of committed a few errors. But they jumped on them 2-0 early in the top of the first, and then it was really just no looking back. They were able to score 2 more runs in the fifth inning, and then 4 big runs in the 6th inning to kind of close that out, or towards the end. And check that, 6th inning they scored 2 more runs, and then 4 in the top of the 7th for an 8-0 win. Florence had 9 hits today, and James Clemens got away with 4 hits. Unfortunately, James Clemens committed 5 errors on the day, so that's unfortunate. A couple of those runs scored because of errors, but McKenna King, she did a great job. Had a double. Crawley also had a double. King had 3 total bases on the day. She did get picked off stealing twice. Kloffenstein ended up with a steal, but that's unfortunate. Now, Sadie South pitched a really good ball game. She pitched just a little over 6 innings, gave up 8 hits, 6 runs. 2 of those were earned. That's the errors really were costly for James Clemens today. Only gave up 1 walk, struck out 1, and then Christiane Delancey came in, pitched the remaining part of the top of the 7th, gave up 1 hit, 2 runs. 1 of those were earned, but Florence just started just hitting, where we weren't, and just unable to keep up with them. 8-0 your final score here on senior night, as Florence steals a win from James Clemens softball. Want to remind you that Saturday we'll be broadcasting live from here at the Jetsplex in the press box for the doubleheader, as James Clemens is going to host Bob Jones in an area matchup to see who gets to host the first round of the playoffs here, and they're also playing for the area championship. So make sure you make your way out here to the Jetsplex and support your Jets as they take on the other school right here at the Jetsplex. Well, that's going to do it for us. For Tim Lambert, I'm Kirk Pierce. Thanks for tuning in. We hope to catch you next time. Thanks for listening to James Clemens Softball on PAS Plus.
You've been listening to James Clemens High School Softball on the Play Action Sports Network. If you'd like to download a copy of tonight's game, log on to pasnetwork.net. James Clemens Softball is a production of Play Action Sports.